Play some Tetris. Oh, there we go. We're live now. This is good. Hi, everybody. Brad has decided to let me have a few minutes on my own to tell you about all the cool things like Rip Kings, who we love, and our friends at Moncton Paintball, who are going to be doing they're having it, man, it's like Waffle House up in that bitch. They are absolutely doing a phenomenal time at sending out some killer gear. I definitely go Moncton Paintball, go and see. Book 20 left. I believe they have 20 waffles left. They are homemade. They are handmade by only the most professional of waffle maker. It is it's you got to play to win. Go get your waffles, kids. Castle Glass still loves us. They're still hooking us up with some fantastic stuff. I don't know how long he's going to give me, so I'm like constantly checking my phone to make sure that Brad's going to give me a signal that we are live on CHSR 97.9 in Fredericton, live on the radio. Unbelievable that we get that every week. And he's telling me to wrap it up and keep going. Yes. Can you hear me, Bradley? If you can hear me, like nod, give me something, anything. You can hear me? Cool. So keep going. All right. So you should see that thing. That Hulk is deadly. It is sexy. Yes, Mike, I am feeling absolutely comfy tonight. I've got my house coat. I've got my vape. I've got my beaver. We found Sir Richard at the Moncton Paintball. He is right there ready to rock and roll with us. Make sure and go buy some stuff from her because we love the cat. What else? He's rocking over there. He's grooving. There's some good tunes. I'm liking that. You should check that out on Spotify and follow along on the King's Living playlist, where you can kind of follow along with all the weird shit that I listen to. It's very much, like I said, a living playlist. It's my day to day. What do I add? You don't know. It kind of does the flow thing. Just excited. I don't know why I'm excited, because we have nothing to talk about tonight. I'm serious. We have absolutely nothing to talk about tonight. I think we might have Brad might have pulled a little something out over there, but otherwise it's the off season, kids. It's the holiday season. We're all starting to ready to hang out, hopefully get back to see our families, our loved ones. We hope that it should be doing that stuff all year long. But again, I'm one of those lucky people that Christmas is just special because my family gets together, and some people are like that, some people aren't. So, hi, Andrew Explorer. Nice to see you, buddy. Somebody go over to Moncton Paintball and check out the Waffle House, because the Hulk needs a home. It is sad. It's like watching him stick his thumb out and hitchhike down the road. His thumb can be your donations for the waffle to bring the Hulk home. I'll also introduce you to my co-host. For those of you watching on the video tonight, this is Frank. He's going to show you his butthole. I assure you, before this podcast is over, you will see the cat's ass. And it's not me. It's him. This is Frank. And he is kind of a dick. Hi, Teddy. What's this? 1 minute left. Another minute. This is fantastic. Oh, what else have we got going on? I didn't realize I'd actually get a whole 5 minutes that Bradley just leaves me unattended. It's just fantastic. Oh, this is a terrible show. You shouldn't. I don't understand why people watch it. Thank you, Andrew. I love you, buddy. The odyssey of the mobile embassy continues. We are now at the refinishing stage. We're getting ready. I'm starting to plan my itinerary for next year. So I want to hear all about all those sexy events. I want to bring my good friend Patty with me, because he's never really played a big game. And I heard, and he doesn't speak French. So automatically, I want to bring him to Quebec, because it would be hilarious to just throw him against like Mirabelle or some of those animals and have them just cuss him out. And he won't understand anything. He's going to get his ass kicked. It's going to be hilarious. And put him up for nice and cheap in the embassy. Also have a flag that we're going to be raising. We have the Smoke Condon flag. It is in possession of the Prime Minister. We're going to raise it for the first time at Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 456 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast, coming to you live on 97.9 FM CHSR from beautiful Fredericton, New Brunswick, and live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
I'm about to start cussing at somebody here who's talking nonsense in our chat.
Who's talking nonsense? Who
your old lady wants to take you on a cruise? No. You got all year long. Stop trying to the horn in on my time here, honey.
No. She wants to go on a cruise in 2026.
That's fine. Just not a D-Day.
No. None of this summer cruise stuff. We're going to do a winter cruise.
That goes on a cruise in the summer, you lunatic.
Right? No, that's why I'm thinking like next year, January 2026, February 2026. It's going to be cold. We're going to go south, get on a cruise. We're all going to get, what is it called? Some sort of virus that everybody gets on cruises.
The flu. Again, theme. What is going on? Kat, you're knocking things over. I am down with a cruise as long as it's a theme cruise. So I went and I saw Kiss. It was like a live concert for 3 days. It was awesome. But I can't imagine just sitting on a deck and drinking for 3 days.
No, I particularly want to do the kind that like you're in a different, like the ship docks every night or every other night and you go and explore. That's
cool.
Right.
But I mean, again, I like stuff. I don't, unless I'm going someplace fancy. Right. But again, you're spending that kind of money to be on a boat and then getting off. I don't know. I'm rambling tonight. I feel rambly. So like I was saying in the pre-show to everybody out there on beautiful 97.9 CHSR in Fredericton that are listening to us, this is the Maritime Paintball Podcast. We are now officially in the off season.
We are. It is snowing. It is officially the end of the paintball season. There is a weird hum in my headphones, and it is driving me nuts.
That hum is Patrick McGooey
showing up
in our chat. Pat, hey buddy, nice to see you. I don't know. I must have had a stroke or a seizure or something. I was thinking of you the other day. It was a stroke. Because I'm just looking forward again. I get so lonely and I miss seeing everybody. And now I have this project that once I bang out and get the embassy ready to roll, it's going to be a blast. Just again, because I'm cheap and I don't have to pay for hotels anymore. And I got my Portabog. It has come in. So I have a place to poop. Thank you. My toque, it's because of my there. Is a very comfy toque. It absorbs paintballs very well.
There we go. And sorry, I'm messing with the microphone.
I was.
Yes.
I was. Absolutely, Andrew. And you too. Why? Because I'm going to show up at a C1D event. That's it. I've decided it has to happen next year.
Love it. Absolutely. Folks, we're going to say this right off the bat is that the phone lines are going to be open all show. 506-453-4979 because one, like Tom here said, we're in the off season. We're running out of stuff to talk about. So feel free to call in and give us
sandwiches. Tell me about your sandwiches. What has everybody had this week? I made a beautiful turkey provolone pesto. Beautiful sandwich. I was so pleased with myself. Turtle, hi buddy.
Yes. I had Burger King today. Not today, yesterday. I haven't had Burger King in ages.
What did you have? Was it good? It's Burger King.
It was like the quarter pounder version of from Burger King. So not the Whopper, but like it basically a quarter pounder. And it was better than McDonald's.
Did you go to Waffle House and see the Hulk?
Yes.
At Moncton Paintball?
Number 61.
Oh, nice. 17.
Ooh.
Because 17 is the right number. When are you supposed to have sex? 17. Do you mean 17 and in love? No. That's just the number. Chef was right.
What was that song? What band had that song?
What? Hey
I
Ryan.
forget now. I was listening to the radio and they were talking about a bunch of bands, a bunch of songs that were really, really popular in the 70s and 80s, like the rock songs, like the rock anthems. And they sound like love songs, but when you actually listen to the lyrics, a lot of it is like those girls are way too young to be the subjects of these songs. And it's
Again,
like it puts a very creepy like vibe onto a lot of older rock songs.
we cannot hold past entertainment and media to today's standards. Otherwise,
No, not at
nothing
all.
is funny.
Nothing. Yeah,
Don't
nothing.
think about it.
Nothing,
Don't
not
think
saying
about
like it was a bad thing, but it's just sort of like you're rocking out, and then suddenly like you actually listen to the lyric, and you're like, oh, well, it's a sick guitar riff.
Like, oh. Or unless you listen to Iron Maiden and then you listen to a story. Let me tell you a tale.
It really is.
This is
Let
the
me tell you.
story
Yeah.
of. You're gonna get a hell of an
It's
adventure. 7 minutes.
If Tolkien, if Tolkien hadn't written a book, he would have started Iron Maiden.
Blind Guardian is based off and rada. Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, she was 17. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the song I'm thinking of. I just can't think of the name of it.
I don't know the song.
Not Billie Jean. That's Michael Jackson.
No. But oh my God, the Runaways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Cherry Bomb.
Ooh, Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, you know what's going on with that? It's like, but still a great tune.
Yeah,
like, damn, it's catchy.
It is, right? That's the thing. It's funny. So again, we'll get to paintball eventually, folks. But speaking of the radio, I'm going to end up. So I listened to Q in Fredericton because I could pick up the Q in most of Fredericton, and it's like the only good radio station now. And I'm going to call them and rant though, because I swear to God, every time I turn on the radio and it goes to that station, I hear the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I am so sick of hearing Californication. Like, come on, people. There are better songs. The Chili Peppers wrote better songs. So anyways, that's my rant. So the phone lines are open. We've got them open. I'm just going to have them open the entire show. We're probably going to have them open the entire show for most of the off season, just because, folks, this is round table. Welcome to a kitchen party. The only thing we're missing is a kitchen table that is too small for everybody, and a fridge full of beverages. So feel free to call in 506-453-4979. I got the number scrolling across the screen there as well. And Chili Peppers are overrated. Honestly, I think so. Good band, but at the same time, they're just never really got into them. So one of the things I want to talk about, one of the little, I was like, let's stir the pot a little bit. Maybe not stir the pot. I tried to stir the pot last time and you all agreed with me. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of which, Coyote Force, was that what they were called? Coyote Force? They never reached out to me. I wanted them to reach out. They never reached out.
Apparently, now I have it on good authority by a very learned gentleman. They were not seen anywhere. Our reporter on the ground, Thomas Burke, did his due diligence to make sure the Coyote Force was not there. Oh, please let it be Coyote Force.
Oh my God, I would. Oh,
please.
Don't do that to me.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hold on. The system takes a second to move them over.
They aren't rushing.
You're on the air. What's your name?
It's a turtle.
It's a turtle.
Turtle. Hey, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
Where is it? Hang on here.
I'm going to be in your neck of the woods next month.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Halifax for work for 2 days.
Oh, we'll have to link up and get some food or something.
Yeah, we'll try and figure that out because they've got me working. They're like, it's a Christmas party plus a staff meeting plus this, that, and the other thing. I was like,
you're going to go to Boston Pizza.
We're never letting you live that down.
It wasn't even his fault. That's the best part.
Oh my God, that was so funny. So what's up, man? What's on your mind?
Oh, I think feeling it like all the other ballers are at the end of the season. We know that it's going to be a cold, long few months before we get to shoot each other.
Yeah. You know what though? I don't think it's going to be as cold as it was last year. I think it's going to be a lot more snow. So,
Well, hopefully, I mean, God, global warming can't be for nothing, right?
snow means good paintball to me because it means the temperatures are high enough that HPA still works. And if you get a mech marker out there, grab an EMech off the shelf and just rip her. And there's nothing more fun than fighting in snowbanks because it's just fun.
We get the
Honestly,
cool, like, theatrical, paintballs hitting the snow and it goes flying. It's like, oh my God, I'm living COD.
My thing was digging holes through the snowbank and then mouse holing and just shooting through the hole.
Oh, you were that
I don't know
guy.
where South Derek is, but that's something I do want to do eventually.
I think
is,
anywhere south of New York would be warm enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, we should totally do like a midwinter trip somewhere over the border.
I would very much like to go and do something, but my mobile embassy is not slated to really be ready May, June,
Right on.
because it doesn't have heating and I'm not freezing my earth off. Nope.
You're gonna put you put in a mobile. You're gonna put propane heater in that or an electronic?
It's already I'm not
Hey,
putting any heater in
mobile?
there.
As in you bought a trailer?
He's got a
Yes.
trailer, bro. He's got a trailer.
Oh,
Hey buddy.
sweet.
Troy, Troy. There's good stuff in New York. I like New York. The state. I've been through the city, but I love the state. There's good stuff in New York. It's fun. Capital Combat Zone. Any place named Combat Zone, I feel, has good vibes. Just because that was the original field I played at. My first field was Combat Zone. So anytime I hear that name anywhere.
I feel like any place that's got like Combat Zone in their name is very much old school paintball. Like,
Yeah, that's why I want to go south. Like I want to go South Carolina, Georgia. Oh, I want to go to Pennsylvania. Like those games look like there's so much fun, full to gap and stuff. But no, I'm not going to put any heat in that trailer. It's going to stay heatless because I don't tend to travel with it when there is cold.
Yeah.
Because nobody told me when I lost weight
you'd get
that
cold,
I would
bro.
get cold. My fellow thick boys, it's not greener on the other side. Yeah, fine. Your pants are 2 sizes smaller and you don't eat as much. But guess what? You're cold all the time. I'm in a house coat and my house is at 20 degrees and I'm still freezing.
Ryan Bell
Tom,
says his
you'll be
bathroom's
proud of me.
called
Guess what
Combat
I
Zone.
joined?
What did
What'd
you
you join?
join?
I joined the CPAP Army.
Welcome to the CPAP Army, buddy. You look like a fool,
Right.
but you sleep so well.
That's all that matters,
can't
man.
wait.
You know what? Nobody is attractive when they sleep. So you might as well
No.
strap a machine to your face that lets you actually breathe and not temporarily die in your sleep.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, I was watching this TikTok and this guy was like being very dramatic about it. And then I did the sleep study and they were like, you stop breathing 45 times an hour. And I was like, I just burst out into laughter. And I'm like, I die 45 times an hour. And she's like, that's a bit dramatic. I'm like, no, I get this guy now. Like, you just stop breathing.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're fun. They're fun.
So hopefully that helps for you, man. Hopefully that improves your quality of life.
Hell yeah. Ain't going to be a turtle for much longer. We're going to have to find a faster reptile to call me.
No, man, turtles move, man. When turtles need to move, they move.
Oh, hell yeah.
Scuttling across the beach when they're going to the water for freedom.
I've seen turtles move. I've seen turtles move because it's like there's a predator nearby, and I've also seen turtles move because somebody yelled at them across the field. And so
I've seen the predator go after the turtle on the field, and he ended up
if I was
getting
a
a
meaner
pylon.
person, I would crack a predator joke. But
Yeah, well, I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, the one with the pylon. Got his
Yeah.
gear strapped to it. But yeah, that was a predator right there. He was coming. He wanted to touch Turtle. Anyways, Turtle, we'll let you go. We love you.
Yeah,
It's nice to
it
talk
was
to you, and we'll see you
lovely
soon.
Talking to both of you. We'll have to, hit me up when you're in town. We'll figure something out.
yeah, buddy,
Make it work for you.
we'll chat.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Cheers now.
Noodles.
Um,
Oh, so the Kaiser was suggesting a MagFed game. I think that's definitely, again, I don't intend to pull out my TMC until I drive there. So I'm not going to even gas it up. I'm going to clean the mags, chuck them in a bag and bring them up there just as it is and let her go.
Do it.
It'll fire.
Oh yeah.
Or it won't, and I'll find a marker. Like, no big deal. It's a mag-fed place. Everybody's got 4 markers, and you can only fire one at a time.
Somebody will have 6 or 7 models on display, all the same marker with different attachments.
Ryan, I haven't cleaned it since. I've used it quite a few times, but I haven't really cleaned it since. And I guarantee it'll fire more than any of me markers that I've got right now.
If anything's going to fail on it, it's the mags. That's the only thing that'll not work.
Again, I think I've just given up on the mags with that, and I'm just going to run box mag.
There you go. That works. We know the box mag works.
Yeah, the MCS box mag.
Yeah. Right.
Fantastic.
The only thing I hate about it is it's all off-centered. I really, really wish they found a way to make it center instead of off to the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, when you clean it, that's when you get problems.
Yeah. Right. 100%. 100%. You gotta, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I want to put this out there because it's just something that came across my news feed, and I asked Tom about it, and I was like, is this a good topic? And he's like, kinda, you should put that out there and see what happens. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. Headbands, specifically headbands.
Yes.
Specifically Hormesis headbands. Why? Why are people paying so much money for these things? Like,
I don't.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Why are people paying so much money resale for them? Buying them for the 120, 150 bucks off the site.
Mm-hmm.
At least that money is going towards the people making them. Okay. The company is producing a product. You're buying said product. Now but when people resell them for $100 more or even higher, people are paying for these things and they're desperate for them and people are hoarding them. I seen a photo. Somebody had actually, I think I took a screen cap of because I meant to share it out and ask us. And I'm not making fun, but I'm trying to genuinely understand. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 9? I can't do math right now.
72.
Guy's got 72 Hormesis headbands. Like, why? Who in their right mind needs that many headbands? Who in their right mind is paying that kind of money for headbands? If it's a collector standpoint, I understand if you like collecting stuff, then you're going to pay money for that stuff. Sure. Okay. I understand. Collectibles and whatnot are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. But typically something is considered expensive because it is rare and hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually like, okay, let's talk comic books, right? You know, comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do a comparison here.
Go for it.
When a comic book is printed, they print typically thousands. Okay, let's look at Superman edition, Superman Action Comics edition number 1.
Yeah,
like the golden, it's like the Grail, right?
The Holy Grail, yeah.
When they first printed that, they printed tens of thousands of copies.
Oh yeah,
sold them for a penny, and it came with a stick of gum or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now they're worth obscene amounts of money because so many of them were destroyed because kids used them, threw them out, because that's what you did with a comic book back in the day. It's what you do with a comic book nowadays. Let's be honest here.
Unless
comic
you're a
books are
nerd
meant
like
to be
us.
read, right?
Yeah. Yes. Toys are meant to be played with.
Comic books are meant to be read. Books are meant to have their spines cracked.
I saw a TikTok and it was the GIF or the video of Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar screaming no, and it's him watching himself, his 6-year-old self, opening all of his Ninja Turtles. And if I had $1 for every time my father told me, if you hadn't opened up your Ninja Turtles, they'd be worth a lot of money right now. And to which I've always answered, and I believe to this very day, that a toy that's not played with is not, it hasn't fulfilled its purpose.
Absolutely.
Like a paintball marker that hangs on a wall, like a Lego set that is built once and that's left on a shelf to be dust. And I'm guilty of that. I have a Seinfeld Lego set that I'm still like really hesitant, because if I give it to my kid, it's over. It's done. I've given him my F1s. I mean, but I get to build them once. He comes, he
Right.
brings them over, we build them together, and then he smashes the hell out of them. And I just keep the instruction, and I can build them if I want. It's kind of the fun. The joy of playing with the toy is taking it out of the package and playing with it. And this whole tirade does have, we're going to tie it in, because a headband that just sits in its bag, which is admittedly really nice, or pretty basic. I've got one under here somewhere that's a Canadian custom in a little Ziploc bag, and a headband that's not worn in combat is like a toy that's not played with. It's like a cheap gold watch. It's like a bomb that doesn't explode. Looking at you, Speed, Dennis Hopper.
Right.
Sorry,
It's like wear your watch, wear those shoes. Don't, like, sneakers. You always see sneakerheads, and they'll buy the sneakers and then they never wear them. They put them in a box, and they just kind of like, they're prized, and then they eventually fall apart because they're not meant to be kept for long periods of time. That stuff falls apart. And there was actually, I was at a whiskey festival one time, and I had tried a scotch, and I thought it was fantastic. And I was like, this stuff's so good. I was like, I'd buy a bottle to drink, and I'd buy a bottle to keep. And he said, nope. He says, you buy 2 bottles to drink. Scotch is meant to be drank. I was like,
correct.
And this is a master distiller from Scotland who is like, no, do not buy a bottle and not drink it.
Oh my God. Right. Like you imagine,
he's like, it's aged in the barrel. It's perfected. I put it in the bottle. It is meant to be drank. Drink it. Don't hoard it.
Oh.
I was like, wow. Okay.
That
So,
is, yeah,
right?
really, right?
So all of this stuff is meant to be used. So, but they got these people buying Hormesis headbands, specifically Hormesis headbands, and they're just hoarding them, and they're never wearing them, and they're just like, oh, look at this, I got this and this. It's like, cool, awesome. But why? What is the point? They are not rare because there was lots of them and now they don't exist anymore. They are rare because the company insists, Hormesis puts out 2 to 10 to maybe 15 of these headbands, and then they're like, oh, they're gone forever. So now you're going to pay $500 for a headband. I'm exaggerating. I know. I'm getting emotional.
Hyperbole.
Thank you.
I love it.
But you know what I mean? Like they're spending obscene amounts of money on these headbands, and it's like, to each their own. If you got the money, if you got the flow, burn it, fine, whatever. But man, there's way better things to burn your cash on than a couple of headbands from, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It does not work in my head.
Do I get to play devil's advocate and start
Absolutely.
pointing out how many of us have markers that just sit on shelves and we don't get to play with them? Masks. We're all guilty of it in some way, I guess. Everybody has their vice. Now that being said, some of those headbands, it's a shame to see them hoarded. Like, I mean, if you've got 25 Tipmans laying around your place, then they're not really that rare. Like you're saying, like it's not manufactured scarcity. But a part of what I think is driving some of that headband stuff is like seeing sandanas pop up, vintage sandanas popping up. Those are scarce because the ones that remain are faded, they're beaten, so they command those prices. I don't really care for the artificial, like the new stuff that's, like you said, is artificially inflated. Give them 10 or 15 years and I think they'll be worth the money that they're commanding now, because the
sandanas are, like I said, sandanas are rare because people bought them in the 90s, wore them out, and then the ones that are popping up now that are vintage are because somebody cleared out a tote bag or like a tote out of the back of their
exactly
garage.
What these guys are doing, hoarding 15 and hiding them for the next 10 years.
Yeah, but there's no point. Like,
15.
I don't. The fact that Sandana is worth money
longer.
now is rare.
Okay.
Like, you're not seeing
I
people
don't know
drop
Rumber,
mad
so.
amounts of money for Reds gear. You're not seeing massive amounts of money being dropped for what's the name? Dangerous Power. You're not seeing CP gear being worth good money. You know what I mean? Like, it just Sandana happened to have a really good name and a good product, and it lasted. Also, it's the vintage stuff being found is people being like, man, I haven't played paintball in 20 years, and they're taking their stuff out of their garage, and then like,
Right.
hey, I wonder if this. Oh, I don't need this old Sandana headband, and they throw it online, and somebody's like, I'll give you $400 for that. And they're like, I have 4 other of those that I never wore because I bought them for $12. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just, it feels like to me, and AJ, it's the same as the JT Mask right now. People's paying like $400 for a yellow bottom or whatever the JT craze is now. All about the clear bottoms, bro. Clear bottom.
The clear bottom drama from a couple of weeks ago when Buddy bought one and it was cracked, and then he did something to it and it pooched it, and they flamed at each other. I read it. It was hilarious.
Right.
But yeah, the JT Pro Flexes, no, mine are still sitting on St. George Street.
They're
in
great
bloody
masks.
Canada Post.
But they're not. I wouldn't pay $400 for that mask. I don't care. I don't care what JT comes out with. JT could come out. It could be partnered with Gucci or Louis Vuitton. Could be partnered with Maserati. I don't care. I'm not paying $400 for a JT mask. I wouldn't pay $400 for a paintball mask, to be honest with you.
Oh, John, yes. My buddy was able to get that T15 running. It took a little bit of finagling, but he got it working. He says, thank you very much. I can get my grubby little mitts on it every once in a while, and I'm going to slap the box mag on it and probably take it with me. But then I want something to work, so I'll probably still bring the T15.
We know that the box mag works in a T15 because it worked in mine.
That picture of me at D-Day is still one of my favorites, of me with the cigar hanging out of my mouth. I hurt so much after carrying that thing, man.
Oh, dude, it weighs a ton. Weighs a ton. Destroys your forearm.
It was so fun, though. I loved
Right?
it. I get
So
to be
much fun.
so cheesy.
So with the Hormesis thing, I really feel like Hormesis has become the and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just stating it as my opinion and my not my opinion, my perceived fact. I need a political term there.
Sorry, Mike's the one who took that picture of me.
Oh, nice.
It was Mike. Thanks, man. I love that picture.
Hormesis is the current champion. Like the brand champion. Like,
oh, don't even
get
me started on the old Kmart brands that are like hot
wants
now.
To wear, not that it's like a cheap brand that became an expensive brand, because Hormesis kind of just hit the ground running at expensive because it has Ali Lang behind it, or at the helm, I guess he's actually at the front of it. But the idea of like, I want to be the special boy too, so I'm going to wear Hormesis. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They make nice headbands. Don't get me wrong. They look really sharp. They're nice looking headbands. I think they kind of not broke the mold, but they definitely pivoted the industry when a lot of the headbands were tie-dyed or like just solid colors, or it had flames on it, or it was nothing really fan. It was a lot of like
my
Walmart t-shirt material, not like imagery, like, you know what I mean? And then Hormesis came out with this very different look, which was great because we needed it. Now it's a little bit nuts.
When I was in high school, I got made fun of for wearing Chuck Taylors, like high tops.
Chucks were poor man's shoes,
right? I got called they called them geek sneaks.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like,
there's a reason why skateboarders traditionally wore Chucks, because they were cheap, and most people who were riding around on skateboards didn't have a lot of money, so they bought Chucks.
Yeah, I remember wearing the Converse All Stars. Oh my God, I was gonna start banging my head against the wall until I remembered. But yeah, Converse All Stars, like, and
Like they were legit, like a little bit of rubber, a whole lot of cardboard, and canvas. They were the cheapest material you could make a shoe out of.
Yeah.
And now they're like what, $90 a pair minimum,
I don't want to.
right? It's disgusting.
I haven't owned a pair of Chuck Taylors or anything like that in 20 years. I bought a pair of Birkenstocks and shoes, but they are really nice.
Andrew's pointing out BEM headbands from Texas is great. One woman show, amazing designs. They're on Facebook. That's something I've noticed, that every time you turn around, there's a new headband company popping up.
Hit me with them. If they're small and
there's man's hoarding he's not hoarding headbands. He will wear all of the headbands. I'm sure we will see Tom in a different headband every day. You also have a job that wearing a headband is functional.
Now, you won't see me wear every type of headband. I don't even have I have yet to find a headband that I can wear all day and be comfortable with. I've only found one. And you know who it is.
Can't say the name on the radio.
The Canadian Customs.
Ooh,
Crazy Cats Customs. There's K's involved. You can come find me on Facebook. You can message me. I will send you her way. She's a lovely human being. I love her to death. She's been a big help to me. I owe her big time, and she's treated me really well. AJ, thank you, buddy. So I always wear her headbands, but the other ones I have, the Hormesis I'm going to keep just because I won it. I've been really lucky going to Waffle House, and I've been winning headbands all over the place. I gave one away,
which is really funny.
I got a fluffy kitty one though. I got a kitty, and I can't wait because that one that's going to be a fun one.
I would like to explain to everybody that if somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey man, here's a Hormesis headband," I'm going to take it and I'm going to wear it. It's not Hormesis, the brand, I have the problem with. It's the secondhand sellers that I've got the issue with, and the people who are enabling the secondhand sellers by buying this stuff for way above market price. Just want to make that clear. That's all.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's on the couch.
It's on the couch.
Under the cat.
I got a picture of a dude with 72 headbands in boxes, organized, neat and tidy. Yours like, where's that headband? Oh, it's on here on the couch.
Oh, there's that.
Push the cat off it. Like,
there's my fresh one. My strap-on edition. Somebody noticed it that I was wearing it in public, and they noticed the strap-on. And they noticed the strap-on and thought it was quite funny.
Excellent.
I have the other one I haven't worn yet because it's yours, so it's set aside. And my other ones, Richard's wearing one, Sir Richard, that Simon found. He's decided to join me and play some PS4 tonight.
Nice.
Oh, it's an easy night tonight. I tried to make a headband once. I learned it's hard. Yes, it is.
Anything is hard if you don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know how to sew. Like, I can't make a headband. I don't know how to sew. So if you sit me down in front of a sewing machine, I'm going to end up stitching my thumb to something. It's going to happen.
I would almost pay to see that.
Either that, or I'm going to have a Rumpelstiltskin event and have like my beard will just end up like right into the machine or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's avoid that. But yeah, there's headband companies popping up left, right, and center. I'm loving all of the little companies that are coming out of nowhere. Like I love the little guys, right? The little ones that are coming up and they're just like, hey, I've got this great product. There's a million headbands you could buy. Do you have the high ground, or are you
bring me Skywalker?
Yes, I could learn to sew. I could if I had 10 seconds to breathe.
No, but that's
my own fault, I know. And I'm about to make it worse.
I know, and I can't even begin to help you. So
no, it's fine. I might make it better and then make it worse, or I'll make it better and then I'll go back to the old way. But yeah, we'll see. I'll tell you afterwards. we got some cool stuff happening. The winter is going to be
I'm gonna yell at him. You can
it's going to be
almost.
great.
I can tell all of you that when that camera turns off and he tells me something, I'm fairly sure I'm going to start yelling at him, and it's going to be funny. And I wish you could hear it, but then I'm going to be glad that you can't, because some of the words I use will get the station lady mad at me. And she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. And I know that she reviews these now. And I know you're listening or reading. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Tip Top Tet, Crazy Kwanzaa,
Tip
Solemn
Top
and
Tet?
Dignified.
What is that?
Vietnamese.
Oh, cool.
At this
Never heard that
time of
one.
year, Vietnamese, yeah, Tip Top Tet, Crazy Kwanzaa, and a solemn and dignified Ramadan.
There you go. Got to get them all. Got to catch them all. I could learn to sew. I'm
Thank
not
you.
going to. There's too many headband companies out there, and I'm not creative enough to actually make one. So I will let the others do that.
I would love to get all of the headband sellers and just sell their stuff. Just send me stuff, and I will sell it for you, because it's all really nice stuff. You just, like you said, I can have a job where I can wear it, but you know what? Warehouse workers, man, they need headbands. Have you worked in a warehouse? If anybody in here been in a warehouse, you sweat. And if your boss says you can't wear a headband, that's kind of ridiculous. So I'm pretty sure you could argue that one.
As long as the worst case scenario, you work in a site that you need a hard hat, and headbands fit under hard hats.
Right?
That's the only reason. Or you work in a confined space and you have to wear a mask, like a full face shield. But again, you shouldn't actually be in there for more than a few minutes, or WorkSafe gets involved real fast.
Welders. I stand by it.
Welders love headbands.
They do. See,
Yeah.
story,
right?
Somebody,
and you know, it'd be awesome. Not
somebody
a 1980s athletic headband. You know what I mean? Like, hook your people up with something that isn't one of those like stretchy things that you're going to do like morning exercise or some nonsense like that. So there's tons of small companies out there. So if you're going to drop $400, $300 on a Hormesis headband because it's Hormesis, maybe take that $300 and buy like 10 headbands from a small maker. Just saying. Maybe 5. I don't know. I don't know how much the average
5 to 6. I was doing some counting there. I'd say 5 to 6.
Sure. There you go. So do 5 to 6 headbands
of reasonable quality. But again,
yeah, exactly.
Everybody has their vice. Everybody has their vice in paintball.
Absolutely. Teach their own, but make better decisions.
He says about the sport that, right. Make better decisions. We all play paintball. The best decision's not to do it, but none of us are going to choose that. So lesser of two evils, don't spend as much.
There you go. And for the record, the reason why most of us have so many markers is because odds are one of them broke, then we bought another one, and then we fixed the old one. And we just accumulate. My Mini, I still have the Mini. I'm going to mount that thing. I'm going to shadow box it.
I think you should do one of those exploded, like,
yeah, right? Yeah. The only thing is if I do that, I have nowhere to put it. Because Brittany would never let me put it anywhere in the house. I need a shed. Or I hang it up in the embassy.
It would look nice in the embassy.
Or I sell it.
Do-rags, yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the old do-rags. Justice says, meh, mine all work now that I'm all PE and Mac Dev.
Look at him making fancy Mac Dev.
My Mini's older than my kids.
I hope your shit needs an update mid-game. Now I fired a Mac Dev. The thing Steve had one, and it is absolutely like it's beautiful.
Right?
Like, there's no question that is
you've got
he's a Lamborghini, he's a Ferrari. It's going to break if I touch it.
if I get my hands on a marker that's got a 1 inch, at least a 1 inch colored LCD screen on it, like if I ever get my hands on one of the markers that has like the really fancy like LCD screen on it, I am absolutely setting that sucker up so that when I'm playing mid game, like I want to be able, when I set it, I want the Windows update screen to come across that.
Dory, everybody who had a cocker and loved their cocker and sold it all regret selling it, even if
That
they
was
just look
mentioned.
at it.
3 do-rags was super ag, right?
He has seen some stuff, that Dory.
I've got some plans. I think Tom and I are gonna bring some serious ag to paintball over the winter. It's definitely gonna be worth it. Trust me.
I think so. I think it's gonna be,
even if it only goes to like 3 people. If only 3 people back it, I don't care.
it'll be
I
so
really
funny.
don't.
It's gonna
be phenomenal.
Mm.
It's probably going to require a trip up to Moncton a couple of times because I'm going to need access to a couple of different things. I'm not going to say anything over the air because people are watching.
Again, I did it. I already did it. I'm telling you, headband makers, if you're listening to me, go and hit the welders up. Go hit up movers. Go hit up construction workers.
Mhm.
You can sell to them. If you don't want to approach them, I'm your king of paintball. Come and find me. I will sell your shit.
Yeah.
Anybody on the radio listening to me, I can sell anything legally because I am a decent human being and I'm not stepping on those toes. But I'm telling you, it is a good idea because it came up in a moment of like, and I just spit it out on the air and it's perfect. It's my backup to the backup to the backup.
Sorry,
With karate, I'll kick your ass from here to right over there. Oh yeah, I'm going to kick your derriere. Go listen to that after.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I going with this? I totally forget. Anyways, got 15 minutes left. I'm trying to think. There's not a whole lot going on. We really are in the off season. Nothing's really happening.
No, it's the
quiet,
end of the
man.
year. I'm getting stuff fixed up.
Mac Dev's making moves. I've seen them. They got a couple more dealers.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
Mac Dev's. I think Mac Dev's prepping for something big. They're suddenly, they've come back to life. And I heard on
pretty cool.
So I saw on Reddit one person was just like, Mac Dev's CEO is a dink, and they're like, he did terrible things. He's a terrible person. And I was like, Mac Dev's CEO is a woman. like I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I am cleaning my gear and repairing my gear, and by repairing I mean unboxing it up and shipping it to TJ.
Yes. Dory, their Cyborg is coming limited run of 200. That's right. The MacDev Cyborg, which was like their piece de resistance. Like it was their shining beacon of a marker. Everyone loved it. They stopped producing it. MacDev's a very small operation. It's almost a family-owned, like almost family-sized business. Like it's very small. They're also in Australia, so that makes it a little more difficult. And
I didn't know.
Yeah. So they announced that because they came out with the I forget the name of the latest marker that had come out, the MX, the MVX, MXV, something. They had launched that, and everyone was like, "That's cool. Where's the Cyborg? We want a new Cyborg." So they were like, "We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a limited run of 200, and they're gonna launch those out." So now, I understand why they're doing a limited run. The GTX, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, Dory. I've kind of started to fall in love with the LV platform. Those just have a really different look than all of the other PE markers. The G-Tech too. It's got a really cool, like the back end of it. I like the way it looks. He's very pretty. That being said, I'm good. I'm good. my shocker eventually will be broken in enough. I got to whip some paint through it and get her broken in good for this next season, because unless something falls into my lap, I'm not really looking again.
The Canadian
He
dollar
says that
is
this-
apparently stronger than the Australian dollar. What is the Australian dollar? I didn't know they had their own currency. I thought they used, I don't know why I thought the Australians used like the pound or something. I'm looking into this. Not that I don't believe you, but I don't believe you. Also, currently, the Australian dollar is stronger than the Canadian dollar. It is 91 cents Canadian for every Australian dollar. Why hasn't PE enclosed the poppet like WDP did? It's a good question.
He tends to come
toolless
up with
design?
good ones.
Because I want to keep it toolless? Maybe? No, that wouldn't make sense. It's got to be weight. It's got to be a weight reduction thing. I don't know. It's curious. We should get him on to ask. Sorry, him. By him, I mean we should get Jack from PE on. That'd be fun. If we could ever get him on. So I'm working on getting a couple of guests on the show that's one thing I'm going to be focused on over the winter, where we're kind of we're going to be running out of stuff to talk about. I want to get some guests lined up where they shouldn't be that busy.
Bring
some folks on.
We've already run out of things to talk
Jack.
about.
We have. It's because, and we're in, what are we? November
Dory.
28th, and we've run out of shit to talk about.
I think, who is it that had an angel at D-Day? And I was going to shoot it.
G-Man.
G-Man. I keep forgetting to ask him, and he's offered to let me to use it. And it is still like the one thing on my paintball bucket list is to use one. I've never
Nice thing
used
about the
one.
Angels.
I know I know they're beautiful.
Oh, they're just they are the epitome of 90s, early 2000s paintball. They look like late 90s, early 2000s paintball.
Mhm.
Like they embody it.
Yep.
You know, that's what
And
I
if
love
you-
about them.
Yeah, I can almost pick those. But yeah.
Absolutely unnecessarily large. But at least if your angel ever went down, you could just throw the marker at somebody and knock them clean out.
You could do
'Cause
that with
they're
your
like-
A5 and your 98.
Yeah. Actually, I
The
think an
OGs.
angel might have been, I think the 98 was lighter than the angel. Like weight wise. I think they were. Because
Wow.
the angel came beforehand, but the angel had to handle higher pressures. Or no, not higher pressures, but like higher forces because of the bolt hammering so fast. So I think they had to build it a little bit beefier, where the 98 was like had a big heavy bolt on it.
Those markers in those pictures, I've never shot an EMAG. I've seen some guys. Those markers are like space guns, truly space guns.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Got to do the warp feed, like Dory says.
just
If you're
spraying a line of paint, like making us look, just chalking her down the field.
Yep.
And
your hopper better be down by your trigger. Warp feed that sucker. If you're gonna do an auto mag or an sorry, you gotta warp feed it. Yeah, the tank. Yeah, the Angel's a low pressure tank. Yeah, but the bolt. I mean, like they made them things. Those things are beefy. A lot of material on them. I think that also cut out on cost too for making them. They had the digital display. Angel had the digital. Oh my God, what was that part? You didn't believe me that it existed until I showed you a photo of it. It had a digital gauge for your output pressure on your tank.
Oh,
Your tank and your gun. It was a big honking display, so you could tell digitally what your pressure was. It was so stupid.
digital HVA tank. Josh got it.
Yeah.
It was something
So
else.
unnecessary. The Angel Air. My God, it was so stupid. I mean, it was amazing, and it was great that somebody did it. But at the same time, from a practical standpoint, is the dumbest thing.
Completely unnecessary, but yet beautiful.
But yet,
a
right? It's like
cocker and a mag.
What?
a cross between an autococker and an auto mag.
Is it a cross between a cocker and a mag, or is it a cross between a cocker and an e-mag? Or not, because that'd be an auto mag.
Either way, man.
Or is it a cross between a cocker and a mag fed?
Oh, did you see the deals that TJ put up for the Novas?
I'm not. No,
Don't
I'm
do
broke.
it.
I'm
Don't
broke.
do it.
I'm lay
Don't
broke.
do it. Don't look, man.
Nope.
Or do. Do it. Do it.
Nope.
Do it. Do it.
Nope.
Do it. Do
Nope.
it. Do it.
Nope.
Do it.
Nope.
Do
Nope.
it. Do
Nope.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It was
250
25 years ago.
cocker.
I feel so old. Oh, it was 25 years ago. That's the crazy thing. It was so ahead of its time. 25 years ago. It
This was
wild,
25
man.
years ago today. Oh, no. 35 years ago. No, 25 years ago. Live shit binge and purge. Metallica's that box set.
Oh,
came
yeah.
out that had the 3 VHSs. It had the 3 tapes or the 3 CDs in a big box set. That came out recently, like 25, 30 years ago today.
That's wild.
I remember getting that. I love that. I love that box set.
That can't be right.
What?
I'm looking at the automated system. Timer, like my watch says we have 8 minutes left. The automated system says we have 12 minutes left. So, whatever.
Whichever kicks us off first.
That's the best part is so long as I don't move one particular slider on this board, it doesn't kick us off. But it'll kick into a commercial before I do anything. So
I was going to say, because otherwise it's going to be like the next guy's weird Spotify playlist. Which is
no, the next one is I think it's hip hop. I think it's a hip hop hour.
It's the hip hop hour with the incredibly vulgar lyrics about the former
premier.
Yeah, which we cannot say some of those words because Station Lady will get mad at us.
Yeah,
But
we're not allowed to say it talk show. They're allowed to say it on the radio and music.
It was a good song
because it's art.
It was a really good song though. So I'm not complaining about that.
Oh, no, it was a great song. It was also very French.
White.
Hey,
AJ. But if you want to get a weird playlist, go back and find mine because again, it's weird. But occasionally you find gold in there, and occasionally I'm giving gold. Brad has added a whole bunch of stuff.
I find the weirdest but greatest stuff on my YouTube rabbit holes.
And then he sends it to me.
Oh, I have to send you another one.
The playlist. Please do. Big Stunna has been at the top of the playlist since the
this
summer.
This one is much, much heavier.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It better not be that one that was on Kimmel the other night because I did not care for that. And again, I'm not. I can't think of the name right now. I'm not going to start digging through my phone right now.
Have you ever heard of a YouTube pop singer called Poppy?
Yep.
Cool. This has Poppy in it.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it this morning. What's the name of the band featuring Poppy?
Bad Omens.
I think that's it.
The song's called Violence Against Nature.
Send it anyways.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
It's intense. Anyone hasn't heard it, go check it out. It's fantastic.
The Defiant was a wild band too. They were awesome to see.
The Defiant?
Yeah. When is it over?
Spikes with a fire top in the side of the bus. Huh. My Mini did that.
Yes, it did.
We tapped the side of the body, it fired.
I had it with the plug. It's actually why I no longer use the barrel plug that PFC Chen gave me, because it blew that out of the barrel and kept firing. So now I always use a barrel bag because blink, I can remember it like flipping off and shooting someone's toolbox, like scared the hell out of me. And I think that was the last time I fired that thing. I'm pretty sure I shut it off after that one.
And that is
orange.
Why it is currently
the orange lava anodized. It was a blender.
Oof.
Good Lord.
It would be a blender. Excuse me. Yeah. What do we got planned? Oh, December. Josh, if you're still watching, December 2nd? Was it December 2nd or December 1st.
No, this is not the song I
December-
heard, but this is absolutely getting added to the playlist.
The
Oh, yeah, like,
the
totally
laser
getting
tag
at
thingy.
it.
When is that happening? Send it over to Moncton Paintball. We'll share it. Send what? Send the song. When's the laser tag over at Moncton Paintball? When do we get to do that again? Like when are you doing it again so I get to do it for the first time? That's the question I'm trying to ask here.
That was a lot of words.
Yes.
I mean, we're not paid by the word. You know that, right?
No, I know. But my mouth needs to move as fast as my brain does, and it's not always.
That's sometimes like a car wreck.
It really is. You just kind of keep going, and eventually you'll plow through it. Yeah. I got nothing. We're pretty
That's
much
all
near
right.
the end, though. I don't know
we
if we're
love
near
you
the
all.
end or not, though.
I don't know. Where
Sunday
do
if the
we
weather
go
cooperates.
now
Oof.
that it is over.
Yeah. might
Are
as well
you
make
coming
this
to
Sunday work.
Moncton, you wiener? You suck.
I got nobody to watch.
Abandon your
my-
family.
So
Leave her with the wolves. They will raise her. She'll be fine.
I'll
How
just
you were raised.
knock on the neighbor's door.
Take my
Alpha
child
22, I'm
to-
here now. Looks like I missed it. You did, bud, but that's
Alpha,
okay.
buddy. We still love
That's
you.
okay. Yeah, it's okay, buddy. Oh, I can't stop yawning because I'm tired because I'm a dad. And caffeine has no effect on me anymore. I need to detox. I need to detox off caffeine. I think that's what I'm gonna
I'm
do.
not. Listen, I'm not touching that one.
Oh no! Next year Halloween, Tom and Brad swap places. Brad grow a beard, or Tom grow a beard. Brad shave his off. Oof! I don't know if I can do
Never.
it.
No beard.
I don't think you'd look good with a beard.
I would look.
You just, I don't know. I think it's because I've only ever seen you clean shaven.
Yeah.
The longest I've ever seen your facial hair was like the next morning.
Yeah, because I always shave the day before a big game. If
Yeah.
you shave, if you get shot in the face and you have to shave over a welt, I promise you it hurts.
Just don't shave.
Mm.
Andrew suggests half caffeine coffee, half coffee. My problem is that I drink too much coffee. Anyways, on that bombshell, we're gonna wrap it up, folks. It's been a blast. Thank you for hanging out with us and chit-chatting and liking and sharing and commenting and all that jazz. And hopefully next week we'll have some more in-depth conversation and topics to go with. Otherwise, we're just gonna do this all over again. Maybe we'll get a cool guest on. I don't know yet.
We
But
can
it's
find
been
someone to
fun.
talk to us.
Yeah,
We
somebody will
love
come
you.
on.
Thanks for being here. Check out the waffles. Check out the Waffle House. And toodles.
And that's it, folks. So it's been a blast. Find us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Blue Sky, Maritime Paintball Podcast. Look us up. Come find us. Come say hi. If you're listening to us on 97.9 FM CHSR, find us on. Come say hi. If you've never heard of paintball before, we will educate you. If you are a paintballer, let us know because there's not many of us in the area. But that's it. We're out of here. Cheers, folks.